For most black people, it's not hard to tell who the enemy is. Basically, anybody who goes against black love, who goes against black men and black women, are the enemy. But there are, unfortunately, people out there in the black community that will support other black people that preach hatred towards one another and preach division towards one another. You know, you got channels like Tommy Sotomayor, I said it, I don't give a fuck, I said it, who, he made a video, I understand, on Kobe Bryant's death, the day he died, and was talking about how we got to stop taking each other for granted, and, you know, we only got one life to live. The next day, he's out here doing the same fucking thing again he's been doing forever. Talking badly about black women, clowning them on his channels and call-ins and shit like that. It's business as usual. You got Cynthia G that supposedly loves black men, but does everything against what she says, okay? Because it's okay to critique men. It's okay to critique women. But when you constantly keep on making videos about black men in a negative way, that's not showing love. That shows me you hate black men. And the same thing can be said with Tommy Sotomayor, even though he will say he doesn't hate black women. So I ask you, ladies and gentlemen, how does it make sense to support channels like this? Because they're not doing anything for black people except fueling hatred between black men and black women who are stupid enough and dumb enough and don't have a mind of their own to allow these suggestive videos and suggestive call-ins, you know, to make them think ill of the opposite sex in their community. We got black women who will say they're done with black men, as if going to another race of man is going to make your life better. It is not going to make it better. This is only going to cause more problems. I don't give a shit what swirlers do, because I'm really sick and tired of talking about them. Believe it or not, I really am. Because to me, they're pathetic. When it comes to a man being a swirler, when it comes to a woman being a swirler, you're absolutely pathetic. If you choosing someone outside your community and looking over the people that you should be with, it makes no sense to me. It is absolutely abnormal for a black man to completely overlook any other black woman and go straight to another woman of another race. Just as much as it's stupid for a black woman, in my eyes, to be dating anyone but a black man or being with anyone but a black man. It's foolish. But as I said, you choose. It's your life. You have that option because you have your life to live. I don't live it for you. But I keep seeing how these particular types of channels are elevated. And I'm not jealous at all because I was up there once with my old channel, but YouTube saw to it that I stay down here on the bottom now. And that's fine. I'll be an underground motherfucker that people happen to catch as they go through videos and stuff like that. That's fine by me. But I notice that YouTube will definitely elevate channels that preach hatred towards black people. Whether it be a non-black person doing it or our own people doing it to each other. It happens all the fucking time. You see the views they get. They even get paid to be hateful, okay? They get paid from YouTube. They make Patreon accounts so they can do even more hateful content. I'm sorry. I mean, you may call me crazy, but to me, it doesn't make any goddamn sense for anybody who's black to be on any type of, form of social media dogging out their own people. We can criticize them. Yes, we can. We can criticize Gayle King. That bitch is evil as fuck. I know what happened with her, but I'm not speaking on it. We can criticize people that, people like this guy. I forgot his fucking guy's name, but the guy that wears the dress that was on Sesame Street. We can criticize him because that's fucking sick to put on Sesame Street for little boys and little girls to see. That's not normal, okay? And they need to stop normalizing that shit because that shit will never be normal at all. People have the right to pick and choose what they do in their life, but they don't have the right to force it on our children, especially. That is fucking wrong, okay? But I'm not going to get into that either because YouTube has a way of trying to take your ass down when you talk and shit like that as well. I'm going to tell you this, ladies and gentlemen. I see the game that YouTube is running. I see the game that these people in the black community who say they love black people and are for black people are running when they don't really mean it. The ones I do see who actually are doing the work and putting the work in, I support them. I really do. But when you're a black woman and you're talking about how black women need to stop dating black men and get with white men, or you're someone like Paris Milan who was for, talking against white supremacy, and now everything she does, just like Cynthia G, she's little Cynthia G Jr. over here, okay, talking about everything negative about black men is pathetic. I don't like it. And then their feelings get hurt when you call them out by name in a video. I'm a nobody. Nobody should give a fuck about what I say. I'm not the nigga I used to be when I was on that on my other fucking platform. I'm not that dude no more. I'm not the guy that has all those subscribers. But the one thing I can fucking tell you that I've always stood by, that I live by, is I love black women, I love black men. They're my brothers, they're my sisters. I'm married to an African woman, and I live black love. I do. I will criticize interracial relationships because I don't agree with them. I will criticize the president. I will criticize black people and white people alike that practice hatred towards black people, period. Okay? But I don't come on here and make negative video after negative video about black women. I don't come on here making negative video after negative video about black men. But these people do it, and they get paid for it, and they have a following. Swirlers follow these motherfuckers now. It is never a good thing for a black person to continue to cause a divide between their own fucking people, because when you talk about white supremacy, you're the biggest supporter of white supremacy when you're doing shit like this. Now, I know that we got a lot of smart-ass black people out there that are not following any of these idiots online because they're living their lives offline in the real world. Like I do when I get off this channel and this, after I do these uploads and I go about my business and do my work and pay my rent and, make my living. But unfortunately, we got people on here who know that younger people watch these videos, and they're affecting the minds of young black women and young black men. People like Tommy and others who follow him, I've said the names before, like Hardcore TV that I was on, and many others who promote this interracial dating way of thinking, trying to tell black men to stay away from black women. That's not helping the black community continue. That's destroying the black community. When you talk badly about single mothers, that's destroying the black community. Because in order for a black woman to be a single mother, that means the black man that was with her left her. He either died or he decided to say, fuck, I don't want to do this. My responsibilities don't mean a goddamn thing about me and that child. I'm walking the fuck away and I'm leaving you alone to do it yourself. So we need to call out black men that do that and stop telling black men as a whole to stay away from black women. Khalees talking about she's not protecting black men anymore. That bitch ain't ever protected anybody in her fucking life. She's not relevant anymore, so she wants people to talk about her again because she has no goddamn career. She needs to be spoken about again. And I heard that she's in a relationship with a non-black man. So that makes a lot of sense, because when they get in relationships with non-black people, they start talking shit about their own people. Their minds get infected like that. I spoke my piece, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't really got much to say today. This video will be low again because YouTube is not allowing me to grow like it did before. When I talk the truth here and tell you what the fucking real is, they don't want that. They say it's hate speech, and it's not hate speech, because I'm not telling any black person to hate any other black person at all. I'm talking about black people that are preaching hate towards one another, and that's wrong. But apparently in the eyes of YouTube, that's fine. If I talk about black love, that's hate. I know that makes no sense, ladies and gentlemen, but it makes perfect sense to YouTube. It does. Anyway, I'm out of here. If anybody has any comments, you know what to do. You leave the comments in the comment section. I'll definitely get back to you as soon as possible. I love you people. I really do. I always will. You people are great. I love the black women very much. You black women who have been following me know that. Black men, when you're doing your thing as the right, as the right man that you're doing, responsibilities as the right person that I know that you can be, and be responsible and be a credit to your community, you got my blessing. You got my respect. I'll talk to you.